So we are going to work on some more onomatopoeia. We're going to work together on one of Mrs. Reed's favorite, Click, Clack, Moo, Cows That Type, is one of my favorite books. I think it's super fun. So raise your hands again if you have heard this book. All right, so when I go click, clack, what do you think you guys should do? Go quack or what? Moo. I will point to you when I want you to do, you could actually do click, clack too, because that is onomatopoeia as well. Farmer Brown has a problem. His cows like to type. All day long, he hears click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Very nice. At first, he couldn't believe his ears. Cows that type, impossible. Click, clack, moo. Click, clack, moo. Clickety, clack, moo. Very nice. Then he couldn't believe his eyes. Dear Farmer Brown, the barn is very cold at night. We'd like some electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. They're very polite, and their letter, they ended it with sincerely, comma, the cows. Very nice. It was bad enough the cows had found the old typewriter in the barn. Now they wanted electric blankets? No way, said Farmer Brown. No electric blankets. So the cows went on strike. They left a note on the barn door. Sorry, we're closed. No milk today. Uh-oh. No milk today, cried Farmer Brown in the background. He heard the cows busy at work. Click, clack. Moo. Click, clack. Moo. Clickety, clack. Moo. Very nice. The next day he got another note. Dear Farmer Brown, the hens are cold too. They'd like electric blankets. Sincerely, the cows. The cows were growing impatient with the farmer. They left a new note on the barn door. Closed. No milk, no eggs. No eggs, cried Farmer Brown in the background. He heard them. Click, clack. Moo. Click, clack. Moo. Clickety, clack. Moo. Very nice. Cows that type, hens on strike? Who ever heard of such a thing? How can I run a farm with no milk and no eggs? Farmer Brown was furious. I love the cows. Farmer Brown got out his own typewriter. Dear cows and hens, there will be no electric blankets. You are cows and hens. I demand milk and eggs. Sincerely, Farmer Brown. Duck was a neutral party, so he brought the ultimatum to the cows. And there's Duck. He may be little, but he's smart. The cows held an emergency meeting. All the animals gathered around the barn to snoop, but none of them could understand moo. All night long, Farmer Brown waited for an answer. What's going to happen? The suspense. Duck knocked on the door early the next morning. He handed Farmer Brown a note. Dear Farmer Brown, we will exchange our typewriter for electric blankets. Leave them outside the barn door, and we will send Duck over with the typewriter. Sincerely, the cows. Do you think that's a fair compromise? Farmer Brown decided this was a good deal. He left the blankets next to the barn door and waited for Duck to come with the typewriter. Oh, they're also nice and cozy with their electric blankets. I have a friend who's a farmer, and he has a big big dairy parlor, and he actually has water beds for his cows to sleep on.
What?
They have big mats that are like water beds that are warm, and the cows sleep on those. So this isn't far from the truth. The next morning, he got a note. Dear Farmer Brown, the pond is quite boring. We'd like a diving board.
Oh, what?
Sincerely, the ducks. So what noise are you going to make when I say click clack now? Here we go. Click clack. Click clack. Clickety clack. Very nice. And they got their diving board. Very quickly, I might add. I think Farmer Brown was not going to mess around. Very nice. Love that book. I never grow tired with the Click Clack Moo. So now that we are getting so good at this, I am going to read something, and you are going to do exactly what you just did. You are going to do the sound effects. So, it's called The Storm. So, this row of students, you are going to be the bluebird family. So what kind of noise would a bluebird family make? It needs to be a little louder. Does that sound good? So they are the bluebird family. So whenever I say bluebird family, you will make your sound effects. This row is the bumblebee family. So when I say the bumblebee family, what sound am I going to hear? Very nice. This row, you guys are already at practice on this sound, is going to be Mrs. Duck. What sound are you going to make? This row is going to be thunder and lightning. So what sound are you going to make for thunder? Lightning technically doesn't really sound like anything, but if you are going to make a sound for lightning, what would you make that sound like? Pop. So boom and pop. We have to make it, now we're not going to slam on the tables. You have to make a sound. What is the sound for thunder? Boom. I need some enthusiasm here. This row. What is the sound for lightning? Pop. Boom and pop. And everybody in the whole class is going to be the wind. So when I say wind, what sound are you going to make? All right, very good. So let's try this out. So listen carefully and remember what part you're playing. One day last summer, Mrs. Duck was swimming around in her favorite spot, Paradise Pond. She happily swam and swam, and she waved to her friends as she did. She waved a cheerful hello to the bluebird family, who flew above her. The bumblebee family greeted her with a buzz as they swam past. It was such a peaceful and relaxing day to swim. Mrs. Duck noticed that the sky was beginning to look a little stormy. Soon the winds began to howl. Oh, let's do the rain too. You guys can do the rain. And the rain came, falling harder and harder each minute. Mrs. Duck was frightened. This was going to be a horrible storm. Mrs. Duck knew that she had to try to get under cover as quickly as she could. As she nervously swam and swam, she heard loud thunder. Oh, surely we can be louder than that. There we go. And saw lightning. There we go. Fill the sky. The strong winds howled louder and louder, and the rain fell harder and harder. Mrs. Duck swam and swam as fast as she could, and finally she reached an area where she would be safe. She felt protected from the wind, the rain, thunder, and lightning. Mrs. Duck would wait there for the storm to pass. When the storm finally ended, then she could swim peacefully again. Very nice. I liked all your sound effects. Very, very, very good. So that concludes our study of onomatopoeia. That was super fun. You guys did a great job. So again, remind me, what is onomatopoeia? Besides a really fun word to say, onomatopoeia, what is it, boy?
And it's a sound that you can, any sound that you can make.
Any sound that what?
Any sound.
It's a sound, but what does it have to do with literature? So you're correct, it is sound. Who would like to add to that? Jonathan.
The word that makes the sound.
Right, it's a word that sounds like the sound. So like bam, or crack, pow, quack, moo, zzz. So onomatopoeia. I just like to say that word. It's a very fun word to say. So good job. We are going to begin our reading time. Let's see, where are we with time? We have a lot of time to read. All right, so we are going to read. So we are at page 94? No, I was going to say, what?
That's what Martin Luther King did.
No, let's see, all of these pages without 67, 68, 69, 70. So we are on page 70. So we are going to read, we're going to be done with this book very soon. So that is where we are at. If you are approximately, I know that my Zoom class, my Zoom girls are quite a bit ahead of that. So remember we talked about on Thursday that if you finish, you can start reading a book on your own of your own personal choice until we conclude, everyone's done, which will be next week if not today. So we are almost done. So if you need to catch up, we are on that page, we are on, what did I say, 72? 70. Thank you. There's no pages on there. Sorry. So basically, we're on this page with the pictures. All right. So we will see you soon, and we are going to read. So read. If you are done with Martin Luther King, just start reading a book on your own. Thank you.